I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Owens here. I thought I've won both fights. But then again, I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe until the day I die, I won that fight.
Did you feel that, like, you know, this time you had more on the back foot? You're a bit
aggressive on the back foot. I was on the front foot all night, landing body and head. Listen, sometimes it's hard to score.
Quiet at the back, please.
I feel a lot of people did as well. Same score. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee a win.
The scorecards, I don't know if you've seen them, or any of you. The one judge gave Usyk the last 7 rounds. He did give Tyson 1 round, and the other 2 judges of the last 7 rounds gave him a round each gave him 1 round. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and I'm biased, I know, because I'm in Tyson's camp, but how on earth can anybody say he never won 1 round out of the last 7?
Were they Ukrainian judges?
Sorry?
Ukrainian judges?
They might as well have been.
Yeah. Wherever they were, honestly, I'm dumbfounded at how that scoring can be. It's dreadful.
How do you feel simply for performances? Obviously, the first fight, they said, look, I learned my best and I thought I won. Do you feel like your performances were night and day? Just be free?
I felt I won both fights. Like this Australian lad here, he thought I won both fights too.
You say
they all had the same score. There were some variances on different rounds, but I thought it was a closer fight. I mean, and might even have gone either way, you know, but good. What can I say?
What did you make of Tyson's performance this time? A heavier Tyson Fury. What did you actually make of his performance this time out?
I thought he was more active with his jab, and he probably, in hindsight, he probably should have tried a little more of he has a good 1-2, one up, and he used his size and reach and everything. Usyk is like a machine, though. He's just got a big battery that never stops.
I thought it was a really good fight. It was a very closely and keenly fought fight, but I thought Tyson won it. And I don't understand how one judge could not give him a single round in the last 7 rounds. I mean, what fight was he watching? And the other 2 judges only gave him 1 round from the last 7 rounds of the fight. I can't. It's beyond me. Oscar De La Hoya is sitting a couple of seats away from me. We were up, saying how you got it, and he's a neutral. He's not Tyson's mate or anything. He's, and he thought the same as me. He thought he won it.
What did Tyson Fury say to you in the changing room straight after you went to see him?
He was disappointed. He felt the same. He thought he'd done enough to win. Everybody where we were sitting thought he won, and I looked at Aegis and Alex, and they were not looking confident at all. I promise you.
How did you have it, Frank? Sorry, I don't know if you said.
I thought he won it by at least 2 or 3 rounds. I really did.
I thought he started very well, Tyson, and I thought the fight changed later on. Would you agree with that?
No, I don't. I think he had his moments. Usyk had his moments, but I think if you go and look at, I just felt Tyson was big, he was strong, he was focused. There was no showboating. He was working continuously. And I'm not taking anything away from Oleksandr. He's a really great fighter, and he's obviously a great champion. But how anybody can not give him a round or give him 1 round in the last 7 rounds is nuts.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was very difficult to split them. I look at the reaction, and most people have. Excuse me, guys. Most people have Usyk winning the fight, I guess.
The AI judge had it 118, 110.
Get rid of the AI judge. Yeah. The AI judge don't work.
Did you?
But the only thing I will say is, come this way. The only thing I will say is 3 judges scored it the same. Okay. And I like it when that happens. Because sometimes we see a lot of variation in the scorecard. So for me, I thought there were so many close rounds. I thought it was really difficult to split.
You thought Usyk was the favourite going into the fight. Did it play out the way you thought it was going to play out?
No, not really. To be honest, I was a little bit disappointed with that. The way they judged that, to me, it was a little bit too wide. I personally thought it was a lot closer than that. I wouldn't have give it the way they give it Usyk. I just thought he did really, really well. Tyson, he did way better than the first time. So that deserved to be a 1-1, and we should have a trilogy on our hands. So I'm a bit upset for Tyson. I'm a bit upset, obviously, for all of his fans, his family. And I just wish he'd won that fight, because we needed that fight. He needed to cement his legacy, and I thought that he did. To be honest, I think a lot of people saw it different, but I know one thing. I know that he was working really, really hard, Usyk, to create as much as he could with working with his hand speed and the shots that he got in. I don't know what the punch count was for how many times he connected, but it might have possibly been more than Tyson's. But you know what? There's no way it was the way they said it was. That's all I know.
Yeah, look, I think it was a very different fight, obviously, to the first time round. I think Oleksandr Usyk boxed brilliantly, of course again. Oleksandr Usyk boxed brilliantly. I think he deserved the win. I know there's people questioning the scorecard, but I think Oleksandr Usyk deserved that win tonight. But fair play to Tyson Fury, because he always comes and gives it his all. And I want to see the AJ Tyson Fury fight now.
Yeah, I thought it was really tight, really tight. I didn't score it round by round. It's, I hate it when people give their opinion and then you go, how did you have it? And they don't actually know. So my gut feeling was I thought Tyson was going to get it, but a lot of people around me were favouring Usyk. So, obviously disappointed for Tyson, but congratulations to Usyk as well.
What did you think of Tyson Fury losing tonight? Did you agree with the judges?
Yeah, I did. I think the first rounds were close. Tyson had a few of the middle rounds, but I think the back stretch, last 6, I think Usyk pretty much had all of them to win it. Thought it was not as great of a fight as the first time, but you could see that both men really respected each other. They were both trying not to give too much away, and when they started letting the hands go, then the fireworks came, but then it was a bit too late. Like it weren't the most classic spectacle, but Usyk did what he needed to win, and I think Fury tactically was a lot better. He stayed on his side of things. He was punching and trying to negate the work of Usyk, so I think they did a much better job at cancelling each other out, but I just think Usyk had more quality over the fight.
Tyson Fury fought much better, but Usyk still won more rounds. I think that's how you sum it up. Where they go from here, like I said, man, Usyk done did everything he could do. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if he called it a career, man, wrapped it up.
Same results, but it is wider. 116, 112.
116, 1